You're on a journey to feel better, to move better, and to be better. But do you need a personal trainer or do you need a wellness coach? If you're craving something more than just workouts and you want more support that nurtures your entire self, let's talk about what each path really offers and how to choose a path that aligns with you. If you're new here, well, hi, my name is Janée Sturm. I am the owner and founder of Hazelina Wellness Coaching. What is wellness coaching? What is personal training? What's the difference? I have a bachelor's degree in exercise science. I have a master's degree in kinesiology with a concentration in exercise physiology. I've worked as a personal trainer. I've worked as an exercise physiologist. Now I'm working as a wellness coach. So I have seen all variations of wellness coaching and personal training. And a lot of people do not know the difference and they don't know what each one can offer. So I know that it can be confusing, especially when you're starting off on your wellness journey. So I would like to provide some context to help you make a decision as far as what path you need to take. This is an in-depth video, so timestamps will be provided. Feel free to jump around to any or all of the parts that pertain to you. And now let's get down to business. So what is wellness coaching? Wellness coaching is a pretty new field, so a lot of people don't understand what it entails. We're going to break down the wellness part and then we're going to break down the coaching part. The Global Wellness Institute defines wellness as the active pursuit of lifestyle choices and activities that lead to holistic health. So the key part of that definition is active, meaning that it is hands-on and that is going to change throughout the lifetime. Wellness can encompass various areas of health. Usually it includes some kind of physical component that usually includes exercise. There's a nutritional component that talks about diet. There's a social, emotional, mental aspect. And then there are other areas such as sleep, spiritual wellness. Just as there are various areas of wellness and well-being, there are just as many professionals that specialize in all of those different areas. You have professionals like me who specialize in the movement aspect of wellness. You have people who specialize in the dietary nutrition part of wellness. You have mental health professionals who specialize in the mental and social well-being. And then you have professionals who sell supplements and sell sea moss and essential oils. And we all call ourselves wellness coaches, okay? So one thing I want to let you know is that there are levels to this and there are different aspects that you can choose to focus on when you're on your wellness journey. There truly is a market for everything and different strokes, different folks. Some people simply want nutrition and exercise help and feel like some of the other areas of wellness they can handle on their own. Some people feel like they need all the help and they get the supplements along with the wellness coaching and maybe even some mental health help. So it just depends on what you think is going to be best for you. A lot of the times you do need a combination of therapies to help. Some people use health coach and wellness coach interchangeably. I choose to use the term wellness coach because wellness implies that this is a continual evolving process that does not stop. So whether you're 15, 35, 65, 85, this is something that you are going to continue to do for the rest of your days. Whereas a health coach implies that once you reach a state of health, once you hit your certain value of whether it's blood glucose, blood pressure, whatever it is, you're healthy. But sometimes that's not always the case. Have you ever had a medical issue and gone to the doctor and they run their tests and they say, well, all of your labs came back normal? And you're on one end, you're like, okay, yeah, my labs came back normal. But then on the other end, you're like, wait, my labs came back normal, but I'm still having symptoms. I'm still not feeling like myself. So the idea that just getting to a healthy number, a healthy value may not translate into you feeling your best, to you being well, is why I decided to choose the term wellness coach and focus on how we can improve our well-being beyond the health and beyond the numbers, what the numbers say. It's important to get really clear on what exactly you are looking to improve when you are starting on your health and wellness journey. This is going to take a lot of self-reflection. Typically, when you meet with a wellness coach, you'll have an initial call, discovery call, people call it different things, but you're going to have like an initial call where the wellness coach is going to talk to you a little bit about their specialty and what they can help you with specifically. And that's when you want to get out all of your questions about, is this the right fit for me? Is this specialty what I'm looking for? I made a video about what criteria to look for when choosing a wellness coach. I'll link it in the cards somewhere here, but check out that video if you want a little bit more of an in-depth tutorial as far as concepts, questions that you need to ask on those initial wellness coaching calls. So we talked about the wellness part. Let's talk about the coaching part. So what is a coach? So a coach is someone that you hire in order to help you reach your goals. Very similar to a sports coach. Their job is to look at players, analyze their skills, what they're doing, and help them make adjustments in order to reach their goal. A wellness coach does the exact same thing for a client. They are bringing awareness to different stimuli that may be in the client's life, or different patterns or behaviors that can lead to positive or negative outcomes for their wellness. Sometimes you need a sounding board or a mirror to reflect back the dialogue that you've heard your entire life, or things that you've said to yourself your entire life as it relates to your wellness. Some of those things may be holding you back from what you're trying to achieve. And the job of a wellness coach is to bring awareness to that. We use a lot of motivational interviewing techniques to guide behavior change to help clients reach their wellness goals. I believe as a certified wellness coach that you have all the answers that you need in order to reach your wellness goals. We just need to unpack some thoughts and beliefs and actions that might be holding you back from doing that, and also adding some healthy habits that can help you reach your goals. With wellness coaching, there's one-on-one wellness coaching, and then there's group wellness coaching. So typically this is going to depend on what your needs are. I know a lot of people start off doing group wellness coaching, and then to see how valuable it is, and then decide to break off and to do one-on-one coaching. Usually there's like an initial call that happens in which the wellness coach is talking to you about maybe some of your pain points, some of the issues that you're having, and then some of the goals that you're trying to reach. And then you talk about your timetable, the goals that you want to reach, and then y'all decide if y'all are a good fit for each other. So if you are, then you sign up for coaching. Each wellness coach sets up their business a little bit differently, but typically you're going to be buying a set of packages. So this could be anywhere from 3 months, 6 months, maybe even 12 months. My current wellness packages is a 3-month or 12-week weekly coaching session. I do everything virtually, so I do all of my calls through Zoom. Some wellness coaches may meet in person. Most of my sessions last around an hour, usually around 50 to 60 minutes, and we meet once a week. The initial calls, well, I say the initial calls, but the call after our discovery call, I call that my foundations of coaching. That's usually a longer call, like 90 minutes or so. But after that, the commitment is only 50 to 60 minutes once a week. So as far as the actual wellness coaching session, like once you've paid, and what does that look like? So typically it starts off with like a welcome, how are you doing? How's your week been going? That kind of thing. Then we get into accountability. So we would have an action plan from the last week, and this is the time where we talk about this. So I say, hey, how did the action plan go? Did you hit your goals? What were some obstacles? What worked this week? What didn't work? This is the time where we talk about that. Then we get into the actual coaching session. So this is something that the client ideally would have let me know a couple of days prior, like, hey, I want to talk about how I can incorporate strength training in my wellness routine. So this is the time where I would talk to them about that. And then kind of the next segment is what I call like the processing phase. So now we're talking about how we're actually going to put this into motion, right? Then we come up with an action plan. I'm going to do one strength workout between now and the next time we meet. So we set the action plan, and we kind of identify any obstacles that may be present. We try to brainstorm as many things as we can so that we have a plan A, a plan B for those situations. And then we end and we close. And that's it. If you're watching this video and you're getting value from it and you feel like maybe wellness coaching is something that you need, I would love to book a 20-minute free discovery call with you where we go over your wellness vision and talk about reaching your wellness goals. So I'll leave the link below so that you can link to my Calendly. So who benefits from wellness coaching? Literally anybody, everybody. Most people, I would argue, benefit from wellness coaching. Individuals who lack balance in their wellness picture, people who aren't eating the best, who are maybe having disruptive sleep, they're not exercising, maybe people who have lots of responsibilities, maybe at work, maybe at home, people who do good for 2 weeks and then fall off and then have trouble getting back on and don't really know why. People who have tried to do it on their own but continue to have sedentary lifestyle patterns. Individuals who have a personal trainer but have had limited success with it. Let's talk about personal training. So personal training is essentially where you are meeting with hopefully a certified professional in order to reach some kind of exercise goal, right? So similar with wellness coaching, you can have individual personal training or you can have group personal training. Once again, the differences are really going to be in the price and the type of one-on-one attention that you're getting. The one-on-one sessions usually are a little bit more expensive than the group training rates. So as far as the structure for personal training, typically what happens is you will either find somebody on the internet, like Instagram, Facebook, whatever, or you go to a gym and they have personal trainers on staff there. They'll give you a physical assessment, usually through some kind of maybe body composition machine, or they'll do manual body composition measurements. And then you'll have the opportunity to talk about your goals. So I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to lower my A1C, those kinds of things. And then you'll decide on whether or not you want to work with them. They should take you through some kind of progressive exercise plan that starts off pretty easy, pretty basic. And then as you progress through your sessions, they will get progressively harder in hopes that you are gaining strength, all the things, right? The packages are similar to wellness coaching packages most of the time, except with personal training, you're probably going to be meeting a little bit more often, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, maybe sometimes even more. It just depends on what their availability is, what your availability is, and how much you're willing to pay. To reach your fitness goals, it's going to depend on your exercise frequency. So how many times you're working out, your exercise intensity. So how hard you're working out. It's going to depend on your recovery aspects. So your sleep, your nutrition, your stress level, things like that. Most personal trainers are used to working with absolute beginners in the gym all the way up to elite athletes. So people hire wellness coaches and personal trainers mainly for the accountability. The main difference is scope of practice. Personal trainers really don't delve into the psychology of behavior change when it comes to their clients. Really, their job is to coach them through the workout, make sure that they are being safe, and make sure that they understand kind of the progression of the exercise. And there's really no time in a 45, 50-minute session to delve into the psychology when you're trying to coach somebody through a workout. So just how earlier I talked about the various aspects of wellness and how there are various professionals that deal with each area of wellness, there's just as much variation with personal trainers. You have personal trainers who specialize in bodybuilding. You have personal trainers who specialize in running marathons or long distance events. There are even people who just have a big bubble butt in the gym and they say that they're personal trainers and they try to get people to do the programs that they're doing. So it's important for you to do your due diligence and do your research to figure out which personal trainers are going to be right for you. We just want to make sure that we're not taking harmful advice as gospel. Who would benefit from personal training? A lot of people. So if you are a person that feels like you have other aspects of your wellness kind of under control, like your diet and your sleep and your stress level is pretty well managed, then personal training might be a great addition for you in order to reach your exercise goals. Complete newbies and rookies in the gym who have no idea where to start or what to do, you probably need a personal trainer. You don't even know what a squat is, or if you try to ask ChatGPT what an exercise plan you can do is, and you get the results and you still don't know where to start, a personal trainer may be a great fit for people who have mobility issues, people who are training for something specific like a half marathon, an ultra marathon. Those are great events for you to choose a personal trainer. Both of these professions are super important. There will be times where you need one or the other or both at the same time. My hope is by the end of this video, you will have a better idea of what you need right at this point in your wellness journey. I hope that this video provided you some insight between the differences between personal training and wellness coaching. Which professional do you think you need at this moment in your wellness journey? Let me know in the comments section. Until next time, be well.